Hello everybody. Today we would like to tell you some conversation between two people. The woman told the man to move his car because he couldn't park in that joint. The man explained that he was only going to be in the store 5 minutes. The woman commented that wasn't for London only.
The woman told to the man to move his car because he couldn't park in his room. The man explained that he was only going to be in the store 5 minutes. The woman commented that was for what is all.
The woman told the man to move his car because he couldn't park in that zone. The man explained that he was only going to be in the store 5 minutes. The woman commented that was for loading only. The woman told the man to move his car because he could park in that zone. The man explained that he was only going to be in the store 5 minutes. The woman commented that was for lunching only.
The man A told the man B not to smoke. The man B explained that he just had dirt. The man A was sorry about that. He commented that smoking wasn't allowed on any flight.
The man A told the man B not to smoke. The man B explained that he just had it done. The man A was sorry about that. He commented that smoking was allowed on any flight.
The man A told the man B not to smoke. The man B explained that he just had little. The man A was sorry about that. He commented that smoking wasn't allowed on any flight. The man A told the man B not to smoke. The man B explained that he just had little. The man A was sorry about that. He commented that smoking wasn't allowed on any flight.
The woman A said to the woman B that their New York souvenir has supplied by a manufacturer in Hong Kong. The woman B wanted to know what about the extra transportation cost. The woman A commented that they first used a film in Detroit, then one in Los Angeles. They had found their costs were higher.
The woman A said to the woman B that they were New York souvenir has supplied by a manufacturer in Hong Kong. The woman B wanted to know what about the extra transportation cost. The woman B commented that they first used a firm in Detroit, then one in Los Angeles. She had found their costs were high.
The woman A said to the woman B that the New York souvenirs had supplied by a manufacturer in Hong Kong. The woman B wanted to know what about the extra transportation cost. The woman A commented that they first used a firm in Detroit, then one in Los Angeles. She had found their costs were higher. The woman A said to the woman B that their New York souvenir had supplied by a manufacturer in Hong Kong. The woman B wanted to know what about the extra transportation cost. The woman A commented that they first used firm in Detroit, then one in Los Angeles. She had found their costs were higher.
The man suggested getting a ticket for one-day service. The woman agreed with him. Then she gave him his room number. The man said that she had located for and he commented that he was going to the coffee shop. He would leave the laundry the door.
The man suggested getting a ticket for one-day service. The woman agreed with him. Then she gave him his room number. The man said that 654. He commented that he was going to the coffee shop. He would meet a laundry the door.
The man suggested getting a pickup for one-day service. The woman agreed with him. Then she gave him his room number. The man said 654, and he commented that he was going to the coffee shop. He would leave the laundry the door. The man suggested getting a pickup for one-day service. The woman agreed with him, and then she gave him his room number. The man said that 654. He commented that he was going to the coffee shop. He would leave the laundry the door.
The woman wanted to know if the man had a reservation. The man agreed with her. He commented that his secretary had made it. The woman was sorry for the didn't have his confirmed on that flight.
The woman wanted to know if the man had a reservation. The man agreed with her. He commented that his secretary had made it. The woman was sorry for they didn't have his confirmed on that flight.
The woman wanted to know if the man had a reservation. The man agreed with her. He commented that his secretary had made it. The woman was sorry for they didn't have his confirmed on that flight. The woman wanted to know if the man had a reservation. The man agreed with her. He commented that his secretary had made it. The woman was sorry for they didn't have his confirmed on that flight.
The woman said to the man that the printer needed a new eye cartridge. The man replied to her that the storeroom was out of stock. The woman told the clerk to go out and buy one.
The woman said to the man that the printer needed a new eye cartridge. The man replied to her that the storeroom was out of stock. The woman told the clerk to go out and buy one.
The woman said to the man that the printer needed a new eye cartridge. The man replied to her that the storeroom was out of stock. The woman told the clerk to go out and buy one. The woman said to the man that the printer needed a new eye cartridge. The man replied to her that the storeroom was out of stock. The woman told the clerk to go out and buy one.
The man said that if that went on much longer, he would miss his plane. The woman replied to him that there was still 2 more presentations. The man commented when they take a coffee break, he would leave.
The man said that if that went on much longer, he would miss his plane. The woman replied to him that there were still 2 more presentations. The man commented when they take a coffee break, he would leave.
The man said that if that went on much longer, he would miss his plane. The woman replied to him that there were still 2 more presentations. The man commented when they take a coffee break, he would leave. The man said that if that went on much longer, he would miss his plane. The woman replied to him that there were still 2 more presentations. The man commented when they take coffee break, he would leave.
The woman said to the man that the bill from the restaurant declined. The man commented that it was too windy and suggested going inside. The woman agreed with him, but she suggested taking the elevator down.
The woman said to the man that the view from the wood was declined. The man commented that it was too windy, and he suggested going inside. The woman agreed with him, but she suggested taking the elevator down.
The woman said to the man, "That's the view from up. There was the climb." The man commented that it was too windy, and he suggested going inside. The woman agreed with him, but she suggested taking the elevator down. The woman said to the man, "That's the view from up. There was the climb." The man commented that it was too windy, and he suggested going inside. The woman agreed with him, but she suggested taking the elevator down.
The woman wanted to know how much it was. The man replied to her that 54.55 on the meter, plus 150 for the toll road and 50 cent night charge. The woman wanted to confirm that 54.55 from downtown to there.
The woman wanted to know how much it was. The man replied to her that 15.45 on the meter, plus 150 for the toll road, and 50 cents night charge. The woman wanted to confirm that 16.45 from downtown to there.
The woman wanted to know how much it was. The man replied to her that 16.45 on the meter, plus 150 for the toll road, and 50 cents night charge. The woman wanted to confirm that 16.45 from downtown to there. The woman wanted to know how much it was. The man replied to her that 16.45 on the meter, plus 150 from the toll road and 50 cent night charge. The woman wanted to confirm that 16.45 from downtown to there.
The woman said to the man, "It's always left on time, on that track." The man was happy about that. He commented that he couldn't wait to get there and eat dinner. The woman suggested relaxing. She said that if he was hungry, he could go to the dining car.
The woman said to the man, it was left on time from that track. The man was happy about that. He commented that he couldn't wait to get there and eat dinner. The woman suggested relaxing. She said that if he was hungry, he could go to the dining car.
The woman said to the man, "It always left on time from that track." The man was happy about that. He commented that he couldn't wait to get there and eat dinner. The woman suggested relaxing. She said if he were hungry, he could go to the dining car. The woman said to the man, "It always left on time from that track." The man was happy about that. He commented that he couldn't wait to get there and eat dinner. The woman suggested relaxing. She said that if he were hungry, he could go to the dining car.
The woman said to the man that she was getting going up that afternoon. His leg on at 2:50. The man thought John had been gone for a month at least. The woman disagreed with him because it had just been 2 weeks. She said she would bring him right there to the office so they could go over those people with him. The man commented that poor guy, and he was certain that John would rather go home and rest.
The woman said to the man, she was picking John up that afternoon. His plane was in at 2:15. The man thought John had been gone forever, a month at least. The woman disagreed with him because it had just been 2 weeks. She said that she would bring him right there to the office so they could go over the paper with him. The man commented that was right, and he was certain that Joy would rather to go home and rest.
The woman said to the man that she was picking John up that afternoon. His plan got in at 2:15. The man thought John had been gone forever at months at least. The woman disagreed with him because it had just been 2 weeks. She said that she would bring him right there to the office so they could go over those papers with him. The man commented that poor guy, and he was certain that George would rather go home and rest. The woman said to the man that she was picking John up that afternoon. His plan gone in at 2:15. The man thought John had been gone forever, a month at least. The woman disagreed with him because it had just been 2 weeks. She said that she would bring him right there to the office so they could go over the paper with him. The man commented that poor guy, and he was certain that John would rather go home and rest.
The man thought he would try the best fish. The woman replied to him, she was getting the seafood stew, and if the waiter ever took their order, they had been waiting like an hour. The restaurant came down because it had only been 15 minutes, and then came the waiter then. The woman agreed with him. She said she was keen. She just wanted to get the theater before the play started.
The man thought he would try the, the bait fish. The woman replied to him, she was getting the seafood stew, and if the waiter ever took their order, they had been waiting like an hour. The man suggested calming down, because it had only been 15 minutes, and there came the waiter then. The woman agreed with him. She said she was keen. She just wanted to get to the theater before the play started.
The man thought he would try the bait fish. The woman replied to him that she was getting the seafood stew, and if the waiter ever took their order, they had been waiting like an hour. The man suggested calming down because it had only been 15 minutes, and there came their waiter then. The woman agreed with him. She said that she was calm. She just wanted to get to the theater before the play started. The man thought that he would try the bait fish. The woman replied to him that she was getting the seafood stew, and if the waiter ever took their order, they had been waiting like an hour. The man suggested calming down because it had only been 15 minutes, and there came their waiter then. The woman agreed with him. She said that she was calm. She just wanted to get to the theater before the flight started. So,
The woman wanted to know if the man came that much. The man commented that only once a year, but that he got to spend 3 weeks there. The woman commented that was almost a month. She was only there for a week, and she left because it's so relaxing to lie on the sand and swim in the sea. The man commented he enjoyed the sailing. He thought it's a great place to live. The woman agreed with him. She commented he could just leave on his work on the shore.
The woman wanted to know if the man came there much. The man commented that only once a year, but that he wanted to spend 3 weeks there. The woman commented that was almost a month. She was only there for a week, and she loved it because it's so relaxing to lie on the sand and swim in the sea. The woman commented he enjoyed the sun too. He thought it's a great place to unwind. The man, the woman agreed with him. She commented he could just live on his glory on the shore.
The woman wanted to know if the man came there much. The man commented that only once a year, but then he got to spend 3 weeks there. The woman commented that was almost a month. She was only there for a week, and she loved it because it's so relaxing to lie on the sand and swim in the sea. The man commented he enjoyed the sailing too. He thought it's a great place to unwind. The woman agreed with him. She commented he could just leave one of his worries on the shore. The woman wanted to know if the man came there much. The man commented that only once a year, but then he got to spend 3 weeks there. The woman commented that was almost a month. She was only there for a week, and she loved it because it's so relaxing to lie on the sand and swim in the sea. The man commented he enjoyed the sailing too. He, he thought it a great place to unwind. The woman agreed with him. She commented he could just leave all of his worry on the shore.
The man wanted to know if the bus would ever come. He said he had been waiting there since 7:30. The woman replied to him that according to the schedule, the next one should be there in exactly 6 minutes. The man commented that was not too long to wait there. He thought it was on time. He thought it was about the rain. The woman thought he had an umbrella. She said he might be there for a while longer. The only one who read the schedule was the passenger, not the bus driver.
The man wanted to know if the bus ever came. He said that he had been waiting there since 7:30. The woman replied to him that according to the schedule, the next one should be there in exactly 6 minutes. The man commented that was too long to wait there. He hoped it was on time. He thought it was bound to rain. The woman hoped he had an umbrella. He said that he might be there for a while longer. The only one who read those schedules were the passengers on the bus driver.
The man wanted to know if the bus would ever come. He said that he had been waiting there since 7:30. The woman replied to him that according to the schedule, the next one should be there in exactly 6 minutes. The man commented that was not too long to wait then. He hoped it was on time. He thought it was about to rain. The woman hoped he had an umbrella. She said that may be there for a while longer. The only ones who read those schedules were the passengers, not the bus drivers. The man wanted to know if the bus would ever come. He said that he had been waiting there since 7:30. The woman replied to him that according to the schedule, the next one should be there in exactly 6 minutes. The man commented that was not too long to wait then. He hoped it was on time. He thought it was about to rain. The woman hoped he had an umbrella. She said that he might be there for a while longer. The only one who read Those cattle were the passenger, not the bus driver.
The woman wanted to know that the department meeting was the that day. The man agreed with her. He said, it had been changed to Friday. The woman wanted to know when they decided that. She commented that no one told her she would bet they had changed the location too. The man agreed with her. He commented that it was not in the current room anymore. It was in common cafeteria, but it started at the same time, 1:50.
The woman wanted to know that the department meeting was that day. The man agreed with her. He said that it had been changed to Friday. The woman wanted to know when they decided that. She commented, no one told her. She would bet they had to change the location too. The man agreed with her. He commented, it was not in the conference room anymore. It was in the company cafeteria, but it started at the same time, 1:50.
The woman wanted to know that the department meeting was that day. The man agreed with her. He said it had been changed to Friday. The woman wanted to know when they decided that. She commented that no one told her. She would bet they had changed the location too. The man agreed with her. He commented that it was not in the conference room anymore. It was in the company cafeteria, but it started at the same time, 1:50. The woman wanted to know that the department meeting was that day. The man agreed with her. He said that it had been changed to Friday. The woman wanted to know when they decided that. She commented that no one told her. She would bet that had changed to location too. The man agreed with her. He commented that it was not in the conference room anymore. It was in the company cafeteria, but it started at the same time, 1:50.